Toujours sur les ondes du CKUM, le 93.5 FM. Bonjour tout le monde, je suis dans le studio aujourd'hui avec Eldon Thiel de la groupe ZWERG. Aussi avec moi, c'est notre animateur Patrick Paradis qui est ici pour faire la traduction pour cette entrevue. Bonjour Patrick.
Bonjour.
Welcome.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you here.
Thank you very much.
It's been a while since I've last seen you.
Yes.
So I guess I can dive right in, kind of thing. And I'm just curious, what got you started in music?
Well, I've always been making music as long as I can remember. Apparently, my mom says I was 3 when I started singing in church in front of people, and then I remember specifically asking my father to teach me piano when I was about 5, so he started giving me lessons. And then that didn't go so great, so we hired someone else to do it.
Yeah, Patrick.
Donc, on lui a demandé quand est-ce qu'il a commencé à jouer du piano. Donc, il nous dit qu'il y avait 3 ans. Ça a commencé quand il était plus ou moins à la messe, à l'église. Puis, ça fait plaisir de l'avoir à nouveau à la radio de CKUM 93.5.
So, one question I had for you is, do you find music is your primary career choice?
Yes, definitely.
And what made you choose music as a career over anything else?
I think what I love most about it is the complete freedom of expression. Whereas when you're auditioning for a role, it's, you don't have much say in the creative process. Whereas with music, if you're the songwriter and the visionary, you can do whatever you like. You can create whatever you want. So that's what appeals to me most. And I also love playing music live too. So in order to make a living, I had to kind of learn a repertoire of pop hits and old standards to appeal to the people that go to the clubs and the restaurants.
Donc, on lui a demandé si c'était son emploi qu'il aurait choisi, ou sa carrière qu'il aurait choisi dès le début. Puis, il nous dit que oui. Et puis, il nous dit que c'est à cause que c'est une forme d'expression libre, ce qu'on peut mettre toutes nos émotions dans la musique. Et puis, c'est vraiment ce qu'il voulait poursuivre. Après, il dit qu'il faut être capable aussi de faire de l'argent avec ça. Donc, il y a un répertoire qui peut attirer une sélection pop, une sélection indie. Donc, il peut faire son argent avec ça aussi. Et c'est ça qui a fait qu'il a choisi de poursuivre sa carrière avec ça.
So for every artist has inspiration for the work that they do. What do you find is your musical inspiration to write the music that you do?
When I was younger, when I was a teenager and I started ZWERG, when I was about 18, I guess indirectly my life was influencing the music because I went to a Christian school. Everything was a bit repressed. I used to wear outrageous clothes to kind of individualize myself and set myself apart. And I wanted to do that with music too. So in the beginning of ZWERG, it was just kind of more about rebellion against the rules of music. My father used to say, if you know the rule, you can break it. He was a musician too, or he is a musician. But I used to say, take it even further and say, if you don't know the rule, you can break it. So in the beginning, I wanted to just do my own thing. I had no interest in making money or doing anything commercial. But as I've grown older, I've just come to the decision that I want to make music that people like. So I've had to alter my style a bit.
Donc, on a demandé à ZWERG où est-ce qu'il prend son inspiration. qu'est-ce qui l'inspire dans sa musique et dans ses chansons. Il nous dit qu'à l'âge de 18 ans, il allait dans une école de christianisme, je crois. Et puis, c'est ça qu'il a mis à part beaucoup. Il voulait rebeller contre les règlements de la musique et faire sa propre genre de musique, si tu veux. Et puis, au fil des années, quand il a vieilli, il voulait juste plus ou moins faire de la musique que le monde aime. Donc, il a évolué son style de musique pour faire plaisir à plusieurs types de musique au lieu de juste se faire plaisir à lui-même.
Wow, you're incredible, Patrick.
Merci, merci.
Wow. That's a talent, a skill.
So Eldon, you've put out quite a few albums over the years, and they've all had the same name.
Yep.
Zwerg. Where does that name come from? It's a very unique sounding name for a band.
Yeah, well, it's German. It's a German word for, if we're going to be politically correct about it, a little person. I used to say the D word, but apparently you're not allowed to say that anymore.
Yeah.
So, but I never meant it as a derogatory thing. It was more of championing the underdog and people or art that is a little different than the norm. So I have family heritage that's German, so that attracted me to the German, and I was taking German in university, and I was looking for a moniker to go by. And I found this word Zwerg, and I liked the way it sounded. I thought it sounded kind of rough and tough because my music's kind of wussy. So I wanted to kind of counterbalance that. And yeah, it's just about championing the underdog.
Donc, Dillon a demandé, avec les albums tout intitulés Zwerg, qui est le nom de l'artiste ici, qu'est-ce que ça voulait dire? Et ça voulait dire en german, en allemand, petite personne ou un nain, mais c'était pas pour insulter des nains ou rien comme ça, c'était plus pour comme dire que c'était champion des underdogs. Et, sa famille, il y avait de la famille allemande, il prenait des cours allemands aussi. Puis il aimait le nom Zwerg, ça le faisait sonner tough comparativement. Il dit que sa musique, il dit un peu plus douce. Il dit ça fait une balance des deux mondes.
So for every artist, I mean, when you're from a small place like Moncton, to us in New Brunswick seems like a big place, but to the rest of Canada, being such a vast country, we're actually quite a small place.
Mm-hmm.
And you've put out 4 CDs, like four major ones,
Mm-hmm.
and it's from my understanding that you've had a music video which has actually been able to make it on much more music. Is that correct?
Yeah. I guess they played it about 7 times, I think. But now music video stations don't play music videos anymore.
Yeah,
hardly. So
it's true.
But the beauty of that, I guess, is with YouTube and Vimeo and all the other sites that you can do so much of it on your own now.
Yeah.
And we have so much easier access to technology now. I mean, a guy in his basement can make a world-class quality album now with the right software, and so it's a different world, and I think that the change in technology is a good thing for independent artists.
Yep.